You're watching E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Share and subscribe.
Hey guys, welcome to Entertainment Talk Nation. This is Rob. Yes, this is a video. It's not a live stream. This is an actual video. So this video, we're going to talk a little bit about the title for the upcoming Godzilla sequel. And before we get into that, just to give you guys a quick update. So I will be resuming videos, and actually a couple of people in the nation know about this already because I made the announcement about a week ago. And it's funny because I know I've been doing live streams, and I know that the few videos that I did before this, I kind of were in this format, but I actually want to get away from this format. You know, I'm not too crazy about using my webcam, and I wanted to kind of go back to doing it the way I used to do it with my regular digital camera, and possibly some green screens, or if not green screen effects, at least a clear background. So I was supposed to do that this week, and seems like it's going to be a little bit longer for me to set that up. It's been a while since I used all that stuff, so I realized over the weekend that setting it up was going to take a little bit longer. But I did say I was going to do videos this week, and I did not want to let anyone down, so we'll be doing them like this for at least this week, and then hopefully next week I'll have everything set up, and then we'll go from there. So Godzilla, King of Monsters. So that's going to be the title for the upcoming Godzilla sequel coming out in 2019. And I already had a couple people ask me about this, what I thought about the title. And title's fine. You know, it's fine. It's not anything crazy. I think probably a lot of people could have predicted it would be that, especially when you consider that there are going to be other monsters in the movie, and Godzilla being the central monster character in his own series for Legendary. Of course, he's going to be the king. So yeah, I thought the title was fine. I mean, it's not original, obviously. 1954 was King of the Monsters. So there's this one little word that's missing, but it's generally the same thing. And I think it's fine. I think it's a fine title. There's nothing wrong with it. I probably wouldn't care too much about what the title is. More concerned about what the movie is and what the movie's going to entail. That to me is more important. But it's good to hear at least something about the movie. You know, we all know that we got a long way to go before this movie comes out. A little more than 2 years. I mean, it'll be 2 years exactly, I believe, in March of next year. And there's still lots to learn. And you want to know something, you know, I think we'll get, you know, more news as we get closer. You know, we got Comic-Cons coming up next year and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to guess that we're probably not going to get any kind of trailer for Godzilla probably until 2018, because by 2018 it'll be the last chance for them to do anything at Comic-Con before 2019 rolls around. So I would just say, you know, we got the title, let's roll with that. I wouldn't expect too much more for a while in regards to Godzilla and the sequel, or, you know, and if we do get news, we'll just, you know, pretty much consider it, you know, a good treat for the time. Right now, I think Legendary is more concentrating on King Kong. King Kong's coming up next year. That's going to be a big deal. And obviously, we know that they are planning a showdown between Kong and Godzilla in 2020. So I think right now the concentration for Legendary is going to be Kong. I think they're going to hit the ground running with that, probably starting in January. We'll probably get another trailer, and then, you know, as it gets closer and closer to the movie, we'll start getting the teasers and the little TV spots and all that kind of stuff. And we're going to discuss a lot about that. We're definitely going to discuss a lot of King Kong as we lead up to the movie. I know there's a lot of people that are getting excited for that movie. A lot of people are excited for Kong because of Godzilla. Like, they know where it's going to go. They know where it's leading to. So they're excited to see if there's going to be anything Godzilla related in the movie. And, you know, we're not sure. I personally don't think there will be. But if there is, it'll be a great treat. But I'm going to guess that there isn't. I think they really want to concentrate on King Kong. I think they really want to make it its own movie. And outside of Monarch, I believe they want to involve Godzilla as little as possible. So we are going to do another Godzilla video this week. That video, we're going to discuss just how many kaiju movies we're going to get in this Legendary universe. It's something I thought about the other day, and I wanted to bring it up in a video and discuss it, and then see where you guys go with that. But as far as the title for the Godzilla sequel, I think like I said, I think it's fine. I think it represents what we're going to see, which is that when all these monsters arise on Earth and they cause destruction or they cause issues, Godzilla is like the unwitting, what's what I'm looking for? Like almost like the unwitting police force of some sort. You know, he comes out and he handles these monsters the way humans can't. And whether or not we ever see Godzilla battle it out with humans is, you know, who knows. But it's going to be interesting to see how this movie is going to be different when you consider how Gareth Edwards directed the first movie, and he did a solid job. And I think we're definitely going to get a movie that's going to up the ante on action, which should be expected if you're going to have other monsters, especially considering that these other monsters are going to be Toho monsters and not going to be original creations. You know, some people were surprised that the first Godzilla movie wasn't as action-packed as you maybe thought it would be, considering there's two other monsters in it. But I think they're going to make up for that in this movie coming up. I think we're going to, you know, it's going to be a different director. So it's not going to be Gareth's vision. And if you've seen Star Wars Rogue One, you know that Gareth, and I was talking about this to somebody, that he has a good way of going out with a bang. Just, you know, so far from what I've seen in the two movies he's done mainstream and in Monsters, he's very big on huge endings. So even though his movies are a little bit questionable in the early going or pacing issues and stuff like that, he makes up for it with a big ending. And he did that with Godzilla. He did it with Rogue One. He even did it with Monsters on a small budget. But with this next director, whoever the director may be, I think we're going to see something totally different. I think and it might be for better, it might be for worse. I think the important thing for the movie is that it has a good amount of action, that we get a good, I'm not too worried about the primary story so much. I'm more concerned about how they're going to explain the other monsters that we're supposed to be seeing. And also to be interesting to see if we're going to get Ghidorah, Mothra, and Rodan in one movie versus maybe two of them. And then, you know, the biggest theory now, not only for myself, but from a lot of you guys, is that Ghidorah will be saved for the Kong versus Godzilla movie, which will force them to kind of team up to take down Ghidorah. Yeah, that may be the only course of action, because, you know, Toho, I don't think is going to want to see Godzilla lose, and I don't think Universal is going to accept Kong losing. So I think the happy medium is for them to unwillingly team up to take out Ghidorah, then be too tired to finish their fight, and they go their separate ways. But we have so much time before we get answers to those questions, and we have plenty of videos coming in the near future to definitely kind of speculate more as we get more information, as we see trailers, as we see more footage, and go from there. But what I'm going to do now is I want to open it up for you guys in the comments, not only expressing whatever thoughts you have, but definitely some Q&A opportunities. If you guys have a certain question or suggestion topic that you want me to do a video on, leave it in the comments below. That'll be part of, I'm trying to do minimum 2 Godzilla videos a week. So if I get a couple of good topics, then I'll possibly do more. But I want to do at least a minimum. So if there's certain things you guys want me to discuss or open up the forum for, if there's certain questions you want me to answer, or certain topics you want me to discuss regarding Godzilla or the Kaiju universe in general, or anything Toho related, now's the time to do it in the comments. And probably what will happen is when I get the comments, I'll follow up with those videos the following week, and then I'll keep rotating as we go from there. As I said, I'm definitely I'm not trying, but I want to get back to doing videos because I missed it a lot, and I could have done them before, but I didn't like the format. Like, I don't really like using my webcam. I don't like not having a background. You guys, I don't want people to see my messy background, and so it's gonna take me a little bit long. I have like my lights right here, all my lights from before, and I have to set them up probably back in the basement where I was doing it before. And that's just gonna be a little tricky because we had new neighbors move in and we share the basement, so I got to kind of maneuver things around to open up some space for myself. But I'm hoping by next week I'll have my original setup, and even if I can't do the green screen per se, where I put a little image in the background or whatever, just so I have a background, I want to at least have a clean background, whether it's a white drape or a black drape or the green drape with no images on it, just to kind of get away from the whole webcam thing. Plus, it's a good digital camera. It's sitting there collecting dust. I mean, I'm going to use it for Christmas and all that, but, you know, I bought it for this purpose, and I want to do that. Plus, I really do miss doing the videos, and, you know, the live streams are great, and I'm going to continue doing those. But I miss doing the videos. I really do. And I finally just said, you know what? I'm just going to start doing them again because it's something I love doing. And it's something I love doing with you guys and getting involved. And I just really had to find a way to set up a schedule that could work for me because work is so crazy. So my wife was a big help in that area. So some of you know on the Nation, I mentioned this idea my wife came up with that I thought was a great idea. And I'm going to try and execute that. And if it works, that means I'll be able to do videos and work without having to feel too overwhelmed. So pretty excited about that. So again, in the comment section, Q&A, if you have any questions you want to ask me that I can do a video on, or if you have any suggestions or requests for a video regarding Godzilla or anything kaiju related, definitely leave it in the comments and I will definitely tackle that. And I'll be doing another Godzilla video this week, discussing, as I said before, discussing how many movies we might get in this universe and stuff like that. I thought it was something I thought about. I thought it'd be interesting to talk about, see what you guys think. So, but until then, this is Rob signing off for E.T.N, where we don't do news, we just talk entertainment. Take it easy.
Thank you for watching E.T.N. You can follow E.T.N on Facebook, Twitch or Twitter, or join the Nation Facebook page. Don't forget to click that subscribe button on your way out.